Hey everyone, my name is Carol. I'm a licensed real estate agent in Toronto. Today we're going to be walking through what the stats are on home prices, sales activities, the condo market dynamic right now, rental pressures, and what we can expect in the later half of this year. Stay tuned. All right, we're going to start with the residential market snapshot. I'm going to be throwing a couple of different facts and numbers at you with my key takeaway and interpretation at the end. So let's start. June 2025, TREB had reported a decline in average home prices, about 5.4% decline. The average home now in the GTA is selling for $1.1 million. Listings, however, have increased approximately 7.7% year over year. So what this means is that there is a cooling in the market. There is more listings now than ever, more options for buyers. This gives you a leveraging power when you're negotiating with sellers, saying, hey, this is not the only home in the area that has similar features and at this price point. So if you're not going to meet our demands or meet my budget, then somebody else may. So if you're thinking about buying your first home or considering your next move, contact me today. I would love to guide you through each and every step, and let's find your perfect place. Okay, and for the hot topic of the day is the condo market. There's a lot of hoopla around what's happening right now, so let's get down to the brass tacks of things. In Q2 of this year, we saw condo prices came at an average of $685,000. That's a decrease from last year of Q2, 5.9% decrease to be exact. Overall sales has also decreased since earlier this year. We're seeing about 22% decline in the condo market space right now. Listings have increased to about 25%. So what we're seeing is less sales in the market, less people buying again, and more inventory. The condo market looks like it's still correcting the post-pandemic prices. It gives a lot of window for first-time home buyers to negotiate those prices. And we're no longer looking at the pandemic prices for our comparables. We're probably looking at closer to the years prior to the pandemic in order to gauge for what is coming next in the following years. And now for the broader economic landscape, how are we in comparison to the rest of the world? So nationally, we see home prices forecasted to drop about 2%, with Toronto seeing a bigger drop to be expected to be 4% for this year. Some events that we can attribute this to are the USA and Canada trade tensions, as well as overall economic slowdown in activity. This all weighs down on buyer confidence, and we see a lot of people exercising consumer caution. We do forecast a modest recovery for 2026, just as long as the tension with the American neighbors ease up and we see some more rate cuts. Next, let's talk about developmental and policy drivers. What are some new initiatives that Toronto is undertaking and how it impacts our real estate market? Toronto is moving forward with a lot of affordability housing projects, with about 14,000 new units coming to waterfront, about $2.25 billion in low interest loans for the purpose of making affordable housing. Now on the topic of affordability, let's talk about rental prices. So it remains quite tight, this rental market, especially around the transit areas and university areas. CBRE reported that there was a decrease in overall rental prices. They forecasted a further decrease from $18.35 to $17.18 per square foot. So despite municipal and provincial efforts to support these affordable rental builds, there seems to be still a stretch in what is deemed to be affordable in renters' mind. Let's wrap up this video with our outlook and near-term forecast. Reuters has reported that a 3% growth is likely to happen under improved market conditions and improved macro conditions. Prices are likely to bottom out by late summer to early fall. So 2 to 3% price growth is going to be a fantastic news for investors, and hopefully if you are considering buying, you will contact me and we can get you started on the right foot for finding your perfect home. So in summary, prices are down 5% year over year. Sales is slightly down overall with the seasonal recovery beginning, and listings have an elevated levels for buyers' selections. The condo market shows extra weakness. There's more negotiation rooms for buyers and first-time buyers, and Toronto housing market in general is cooling down, but it is stabilizing. So if you guys are looking to buy, negotiate, use that to your advantage. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.